I don't know, and that's okay. For most of us, it's been a pretty wild ride recently with all the shifts in our lives. Things shutting down and life changing in ways we may have never imagined. It can certainly get stressful. I know for myself, I've been trying to find my center. Seems like everything is spinning quickly, with each day bringing some new news that's hard to digest or even understand. Seems like lots of things we don't currently have control over, huh? Well, what do we actually have control over? One thing I like to think about is what's in my zone of control. When I start to reflect on it, it's not a lot. But there is one thing, maybe the most important thing, that we can learn to control, and it's our minds. It does take some practice, but we can actually start to change our brains, kind of like when your muscles change when we lift weights or play sports. There's even a name for this ability for the brain to change itself: neuroplasticity. It basically means that the brain can be taught to learn and therefore actually change itself. So imagine if we could train our minds to stay more present and drift off less into the uncertain future. We could think about it all we want, even obsess about it. But no matter how much we worry, it's not going to have much effect on what's going to happen in the future. It's almost as if we need to get comfortable with not knowing. So this meditation is a way to get our brains working out, changing themselves for the better by strengthening the ability to hold the uncertainty before us, rather than drifting off into fears about what's supposed to happen or what's going to happen. So when you hear the bell ring, just bring your attention to it and wait for more instructions. Maybe starting out by taking a couple deep breaths, just allowing yourself to land in the body. You may try taking your attention and begin with just noticing some simple things. The feet on the floor, back being supported by a chair, or whether the hands are touching each other or not. I always thought our ability to focus attention on certain things like this is almost like a superpower. You can imagine it like a spotlight that you shine on whatever you want. So take that spotlight and begin to focus it on one particular point in your body. Maybe it's the feet. Maybe it's your hands. Maybe it's the rising and falling of the belly. Pick in one of these spots, or anything else within your body that you can start to rest that spotlight on. Try it now. Now here's the hard part sometimes. If you're like me, your mind's probably drifted off already. Past, future, rehearsing, rehashing. Whenever you catch yourself drifting off, maybe getting lost in some fear about the future, it's okay. Bring it back home to whatever you were focusing on. Maybe you already noticing your mind wandering off to some element of the current crisis. Just invite it back. And the bottom line is this: we sometimes think we know what's going to happen, but we don't. If we can hold the future with more openness, kindness, it can take the sting out of the fear creeping in, all those thoughts that keep us stressed out. Can we simply accept that we don't know, and worrying more and more isn't going to change that? Now gently, if it feels comfortable, put your hand on your heart. For a few seconds, just feel the contact of the hand on the heart. What do you notice? Now I'm going to offer a few phrases. With your hand on your heart, if If you feel inspired, just repeat them after me silently to yourself. I don't know, and that's okay. I don't know, and that's okay. I don't know, and that's okay. Keep coming back to the phrase, even if your mind wanders off. Sometimes with this stuff, we gotta kind of fake it until we make it. Again, I don't know, and that's okay. I don't know, and that's okay. I don't know, and that's okay. Now remember, this is hard work y'all are doing here. And there's a reason most people call it meditation practice, because it takes a lot of it. We're always learning how to be more centered and how to let go of things. So remember, have some self-compassion and some kindness towards yourself during these days. If you feel that anxiety creeping up again, you can come back to the phrases we repeated. Remember, it's okay not to know. Okay, we're about to finish up. Before that, just take a second to send some love to yourself at this very moment. Maybe even still with the hand on the heart. So take one last deep breath before the bell rings. And then when it does, just bring your full attention to it and follow it till it fades out.